I'm going to be talking about freedom today and my meditations. So, because it's Memorial Day weekend, and we celebrate all the heroes and the sheroes that have given their lives for us, so that we can have freedom and protection. Well, we honor those lives that have been lost in active service for us and for our protection and for our liberty. You know, we reap the benefits of their sacrifice and enjoy the privileges that we enjoy today because we have that freedom. And so there's a quote I'm sure you've all heard of before: home of the free because of the brave. And that's a beautiful way of remembering them. And as I was looking up some information, George Patton, he said, "It's foolish and it's wrong to mourn the women and men who have died. Rather, we should thank them for their service and thank them because they lived." And isn't that the truth? And what can we do about it? Well, thankfulness is the action. We can take and express our appreciation and gratitude for their service and protection. And so that's what we're doing now. On these holiday weeks, or days I should say, we celebrate. We have concerts, we have parades, we remember, but we also celebrate their lives for the freedom they give. And I pulled a quote. It's not a quote. It's out of the glossary by Ernest Holmes about freedom, and I want to read it. I want you to think about this because it's a different kind of a freedom. It's spiritual freedom. Real freedom means that man is created in the image and the perfection and let alone and allowed to make the discovery for himself. Freedom of will means the ability to do, say, and think as one wishes, to express life as one personally desires. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Jesus taught that. The understanding of truth, infinite principle, is the emancipator. We are bound by our very freedom. Our free will binds us. The universe, being deductive only, cannot refuse us anything. The universe, being deductive only, can't refuse us anything. The very force that makes us sick can heal us. As man realizes his oneness with the creative mind, he is released from the bondage of false thinking. He sees, too, that freedom means liberty, but not license. Freedom is God-given. We have a choice to accept it or not, and we just have to remember that it doesn't give us license. When I think of freedom, I think of a world that works for everyone. As I look at the world, the closest thing I see right now is Ukraine and the people that also want to be free. They want a world that works for everyone. We're made in the image and likeness of God. In fact, we are God, expressing God in this human form. We're individualized expressions of God. I know we're all very thankful that we have the freedom that we have here today. We also have the freedom of nature. We can see and feel the sun, the moon, the stars, the trees, the mountains. So thankful. Can see the bonds of brotherhood, not only in wartime, but here in our community, in our spiritual community. I'm so thankful. As I focus on being thankful, I'm open to greater sense and more peace and more comfort and more prosperity and more love. I'm now receptive to noticing the gifts that are mine, those in nature, those in friendship, those in love, a world that works for everyone. I choose to dwell my thoughts on the things that are best for me and are best for you, and for a world that works for everyone. Peace and freedom and happiness, joy, prosperity. God is my source. With freedom comes responsibility. I am responsible to choose that which is best for me and for others. I choose peace. I honor those who have given their lives so that I may be free and that you may be free. In gratitude, I let it be so, and so it is. Thank you for joining me in meditation. Our service will start in about 15 minutes.
In my eyes, in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, in my life, I have been searching for something, but you were my dream. You're perfect, you're golden, you're light, you're love. You're perfect, you're golden, you're my light, my love. When I breathe, when I swallow, caress I feel. When I listen, I hear the most beautiful music out of nowhere. Oh, you're perfect, you're golden, you're light, you're love. You're perfect, you're golden, you're my light, my love. Light-a-di-di-di-di, light-a-di-di-di-di, light-a-di-di-di-di. When I'm sad and dark, shallow and in doubt, when I'm trying my best to put one foot in front of the other. Oh, you're perfect, you're golden, you're the light of my life, you're my love from forever, and your reflection. I'm perfect, so I'll keep looking at you to keep witnessing my perfection. In you is me. Whoa, whoa. Let me walk to the banks of the river of love, where the current runs deep, baptized in the one, where there's no separation and the light is all we see, honoring all our differences, and love will set us free. Oh, oh, Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I see the blessings of the past. It's time to requalify. Let's not forget, but learn to forgive. God knows we gotta try. It's my responsibility to heal the wounds in me. Compassion, faith, and hope, and love, and truth will set us free. Oh, Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I said, oh, you rock my soul. Oh, Lord, I said, Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. Oh, you rock my soul. I said, oh, you rock my soul. Grateful for your tenderness. Life can feel unkind. I'm grateful for the way you see when I'm stuck inside my mind. Grateful for your courage to hold your steady ground. I'm grateful for compassion when mine cannot be found. Compassion when broken hearts bleed.
Oh gosh, it's chilly.
Compassion when my soul's in need. I find compassion for friends and enemies. My own compassion is where my spirit breathes. Oh. Grateful for your thoughtful words when emptiness abounds. I'm grateful when you take my hand and you turn my head around. Grateful for the healing and warmth of your embrace.
Okay, everybody, if there's anybody left outside, please come on in. We are very honored to have with us today, and I can say this as an honorary Lula Bell, Mr. Jamie Lula and his band.
Come on, Tommy.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right, one more time. Come on, you can do this. Good morning, everybody. There we are. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont. It is our last Sunday service in the month of May. Let us begin on this beautiful, gorgeous day, a little cold, but that's okay, with our song of the month, which is, if I remember correctly, God Makes Me Want to Sing.
Can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. Make me feel so good, I can do most anything. I am loving every little
Good morning. Wow, the last Sunday of May. Can you believe it? My goodness. Time flies when you're having fun. My name is Reverend Carrie Masters, and I welcome you warmly to our Center for Spiritual Living here in Beaumont. All of you who are here in the sanctuary, I'm so happy that you're here. And those of you who are online with us this morning, thank you for being with us. We embrace you as though you were here. So thank you for being here. If there is anyone here this morning for the very first time, we welcome you. We won't have you stand and give a speech because we don't want to embarrass you. But we do have some information about our center in the blue welcome packet on the back table, and you can pick that up on your way out. And if you're here for the second time, how many of you are here for the second time, third time, 50th time? All right, good. Thank you for coming back. All right, let's take a moment to read our CSLB vision statement together. CSLB is an inclusive and transformative community of spiritual practice. Yes, we are. This morning, I'm lighting the candle for all of those who have passed in a war on this planet, be it the Civil War, be it the World War I, II, it doesn't matter. Anyone who has died in service of our country, anyone who has given their life to protect us, to love us, anyone. I light this candle in honor of them.
Good morning. I'm Evonne Fowler, the practitioner for the day, and one of your licensed practitioners. Please take a moment now to silence your phone. The other practitioners now will be available today, right over here on this side of the sanctuary, for anybody that needs a prayer. So we don't want you to go home with anything on your mind that we might be able to help you with. So please see us. And know that we're here for you. Now, please allow the music to take you into the silence, followed by the morning invocation.
Open wide my heart. 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 Open wide. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my
Right here and right now, in this very place, in our sanctuary, in our sacred home, our spiritual home, I give thanks for all of us being together. And I know that we are expressions of God in this human form. And I know that as we think and as we breathe and as we are, God is with us, as us. And I know that today I bless the congregation here and on Zoom, that they may hear what they need to hear and take it out into the world. I know that the technicians are here to make our service run smoothly and efficiently. And I know the music, Open Wide My Heart, is the music that we need to hear, the music and the words and the voice that enhance our service. And I know that all those other people that help us, the ushers, the greeters, the huggers, the kitchen help, are all here to make our experience wonderful and enhance that experience of knowing that we are one with God. Knowing and trusting that the words you hear from Reverend Carrie today are just what you need to hear. And I know that as I am here, God is here, and so it is.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. That was good. Okay. So today, after services at 11:15, you're invited to gather here in the sanctuary with Reverend Carrie to have Ask Our Minister get together. It's an informal circle. People who have questions about our center and the philosophy we teach, whatever comes to mind. It's fun, interesting, and only lasts an hour, and it's usually right up front, right? Yeah. Okay. So today, there are two bulletin boards here. I'm pointing to the green bulletin board on the wall. If you want to take Reverend Carrie's 4-week meditation class, begins this coming Saturday, June 3rd, from 9 to noon. Sign up on that green bulletin board, okay? Green clipboard, I'm sorry. And this Thursday, June 1st, you're invited to attend Science of Mind discussion group at my house. And the discussion group starts at 10. We discuss from 10 to 12. I invite people to come at 9:30 if you want to have coffee and conversation, so when 10 o'clock comes, we can get to work on our discussion. And then we have a potluck after the 12 o'clock. When we stop our discussion, we have a potluck. And I was asked if you need to be a member to attend. You do not need to be a member of the center to attend. We're open to friends and family and anyone who'd like to come. I was also asked, what if you can't get the book and you haven't been able to read the articles? That's happened because we don't have enough books here and they're not quick about getting them to us. So we do not require that you have done the reading ahead of time. The way Evonne and Sandy have it structured, we will read around or we'll have a person read a particular thing. So don't feel badly if you haven't read everything. You can still come and discuss and grow and learn, okay? Also, on June 1st at 6 o'clock at night, Evonne is having the first session of a discussion of a new book called God in the 21st Century by John Walker. So if you have any questions about that, see Evonne. So next Sunday, June 4th, we'll have our service, and then we'll have lunch, And then those of us who are interested are going to carpool down to Seaside Center for Spiritual Living to see and cheer for our Reverend Neil, who's going to get his ministerial license next Sunday, okay? So the service starts at 4, it ends at 6. I was thinking at breakfast this morning, how wonderful, we have so many people who want to come. And I thought, what if we don't have enough drivers? And we have people standing in the driveway wanting to go, and we don't have enough cars. So having had that thought, I'm going to ask. I counted up, there's 23 people who signed up so far that they want to go. Today's the last day, sign up if you didn't sign up already and you want to go. And if you're on Zoom, text Adrian, I want to go, okay? So we have a real head count of how many people want to go. Now, what I need is a head count of how many people are willing to drive, both people who are here and people who are on Zoom. So if you're in here, I'm going to ask you to raise your hand. If you're on Zoom, text Adrian. If you're willing to drive, raise your hand way high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you're leaving early, right?
I'm leaving at 1:30.
Okay. Okay, we may be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so. She didn't sign up?
No, she hasn't signed it.
That's 24. Okay, we should just squeak by. If somebody's skinny, I can fit 2 people. Otherwise 4. So, okie doke. Good. I thought we may have to order a van or something, so we're good. Okay, thank you. I'm done.
Lost your way, lost your cool, then you straight up lost your mind. Tried so hard to stay ahead, but you keep falling behind. Life is gonna pull you down, make it hard to see. But a little change in your point of view could be just what you need. There's always a reason to always choose joy. There's something deeper that the world can't destroy. Smile when you think you can't. Smile, get up and dance. Smile, there's a bigger plan. The storm only lasts for a while. So smile. Happiness is wonderful, but it doesn't stick around. Walking on sunshine, then here come the clouds. You can laugh or you can cry when it all falls apart. But I believe the more you laugh, the more you heal the heart. There's always a reason to always choose joy. There's something deeper that the world can't destroy. Smile when you think you can't. Smile, get up and dance. Smile, there's a bigger plan and you've got a reason to smile. When you think you can't. Smile, just clap your hands. Smile, there's a bigger plan. You've got a reason to smile.
Don't you love it? I love that song. It's great. Yeah, let's give him a hand. Yeah. Before I begin my message this morning, I have yet more certificates to hand out. We had a very good suggestion of recognizing all of those people who have completed the Big Leap study and the people who were attending the Big Leap small group at Evonne's. And so we have certificates. Now, if you completed the study on your own, there's probably not a certificate here for you. So don't let your feelings be hurt, because what you have done is really taken on a really good study that has probably already helped you in your life. So you're good. But here are the people who get to have a certificate. Dorothy Cole, you want to come up here, Dorothy? Marcia Becker. Sure. And Lily Brown, who is probably online. Jack Burnham. There you go. And Evonne Fowler. Julia Harris. I can come to you if you'd like.
I want a picture, though.
Oh, we want a picture of you. Yeah.
Take my arm.
There you go. And here is your certificate, my dear. Yes. Rowena Kay. Sandy Schilling Fetterman. And she's taking a picture. This is for Rowena. Sure. This is for Sandy. Gary Shoup. There he is. And Lily, who is online. Here you go, Gary. Okay. And we're going to have a picture moment. Hold your certificates so everyone can see them. And yes, you do have to smile. All right, let's give them a nice round of applause. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Our Big Leap study and the small group that went with it is just one way that we can continue to grow and to be conscious, a conscious community, and be, what's the word I want? And be connected to all of those who are doing the same thing. So it's so much fun to really gather, even at the Science of Mind study. That's such a wonderful study, and I hope to be able to start attending that very soon. And it's just a wonderful way to be in community and to grow together and to learn from each other. Boy, we can learn a lot from each other. This morning, the title of my talk is Remembering. And I wanted to focus on the idea that this is a weekend for us to remember those who have passed in service to our country. Memorial Day was originally known as Decoration Day. And of course, it's a federal holiday, and it honors the U.S. personnel, military personnel who died serving in the armed forces. And it is observed on the last Monday of May. Now, from 1868 to 1970, it was observed on May 30th. So now we've made it a 3-day weekend by observing it on the last Monday of May. So here we are honoring all of those wonderful people who gave of themselves in service to our country. We honor them, we pray for their families, and we allow ourselves to think of them in a way that allows us to celebrate who they are, to celebrate their sacrifice, their beingness. And there's a Bible verse that I take out of context during this time of year because it talks about barbecuing and picnics. Let me quote. And this day shall be to you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to the Lord. Okay, so we'll have barbecues and picnics and parades, and even our national cemeteries always have a ceremony on Memorial Day, and there are volunteers who bring flowers and flags to the graves of those soldiers. Now, in our teaching, we believe and know that life continues beyond this plane, don't we? We believe that there is more than this. We have come from that dimension, and we are here to learn whatever it is we need to learn, and then we move back into that next dimension. I like to call it the third balcony. And so what I want to do today is to expand our celebration and honoring of those people, to expand into celebrating and honoring the people who have gone before us in our families, our friends, and that kind of thing. Even the people who have gone before us in this Center for Spiritual Living. So we are honoring all of those people. We're honoring and blessing those people for who they were in our lives and for who we were to them in their lives here. But let's expand it a little more. Let's take it really big and allow ourselves to celebrate and honor us, who we are. We celebrate and honor the person that we used to be. Have you had experiences in your life that you are glad is over? Uh-huh. And you were able to move through those experiences, and now you are here. How wonderful is that? And the person that you were before you began studying metaphysics or the science of mind or the big leap or any of that, the person that you were before is someone who is different from the person that you are now. Your consciousness has grown and your body has changed. The cells in our body are always renewing themselves, and so we have a new body, according to Deepak Chopra, almost every month. Wow, I'm a new person on June 1st. So we want to honor ourselves and to understand that we have the capability to not only honor ourselves, but to honor those people that we think about. This morning, in that wonderful meditation that Evonne led this morning, she talked about the people in Ukraine and how they wanted a world that works for everyone. We all want that, don't we? We want a world that really connects us all and is peaceful and all of that. Well, if we celebrate who we are and allow ourselves to live that way, to live in a life that makes our world a better place for everyone, then we are doing our job, basically, because we are here to grow and to expand and to help ourselves and the people around us to grow and expand and become all that they can be. And it can be challenging. You know, there's that little thing called judgment that sometimes creeps in Sometimes we judge people for how they're acting or who they are, or that they're homeless, or that they're, I don't know, whatever. And when we are judging people, we are actually, let me get the word, we are actually bringing into our consciousness a negative. And that negative says this person is not like I think they should be, but I'm like I think I should be, so I'm better than them. You know, that's kind of what's going on there. And we are not allowing ourselves to really express the love that we already are to another person. Now, when we make the world a better place, what we're doing is sacrificing our own judgment, our own thought about a person, and we are saying instead, I love this person for who they are, for what they do. Even those people that we don't like. That's that always kind of niggles at the back of my mind, because there are people in the world that I have judged. Oh boy, have I judged. And I'm sure many of us have too. I mean, you know, like in the grocery store, you see so many outfits. Like, did they look in the mirror? And so I decided to turn that around so that I would not be that judgmental anymore. And so I started noticing things that I loved about their outfit, their hair, their demeanor, anything, and I would compliment them. In fact, when I was getting on an airplane recently, I noticed, well, before I got on the airplane, I noticed a woman walking around the airport, and she had on the most beautiful yellow outfit. The skirt was long and flowing. She walked very gracefully. It was like an angel in the airport. And then when I boarded the airplane, I saw her sitting in an aisle seat. And I stopped and I said, I love your outfit. You look like an angel in the airport. And it helped me to not look at what I didn't need to look at. I don't need to look at the people that have on the outfits that show too much skin or whatever. I don't need to judge. I can compliment. I saw a woman in the post office recently. She had the most spectacular outfit on, and the shoes, oh my gosh. So I complimented her. Now, I didn't need to judge her for going into the post office on a Tuesday, all dressed up. I don't know where she might have been. But you see, when we do that, when we judge other people, we're really judging ourselves, because we're finding something within other people that we don't like about ourselves. And so we're just talking about our own self. And so it's better, don't you think, to find something that is complementary, to find something within that person that really makes you say, ooh, there's a wonderful expression of God. Now, what if every one of us did that around the world? What if we did that? What kind of a world would it be? Wow. And all of those young men and women who sacrificed for our country, I might not believe in the act of war. I might not think that war is a good thing to do, but I admire these people for wanting to be of service. My youngest grandson recently graduated from Fort Benning, Georgia, and he is so proud of what he's doing. He's learning to drive tanks, and he's learning to fly drones for the Army. And he'll be stationed probably in that country over there next to Ukraine. Anyway, he'll probably be stationed around the world somewhere, driving a tank, flying drones, being in the artillery aspect of the Army. Now, I would much rather that he have a job like in computers, you know, or maybe serving food, being a cook, I don't know. I was disappointed that he decided to go into the Army, but I was also proud of him for knowing what he wanted to do. And I believe that the people who enter into military service are doing it because they want to. They don't have to, unless there's a draft. But the whole idea is that these are people who are doing their work on this planet to make this world a better place. That's what it's all about. And one of these days, if I have my way about it, there won't be any more wars or countries to battle for or anything like that. The crazy people will be out of office, basically. So, but that's my preference. And I can look at whoever I deem crazy, none of you here for sure, but I can look at all of those people and say they are doing their work on this planet to help bring awareness to something that needs attention. Whew, it's a big one. It's a big one. So today, what I'm suggesting is that we all take a moment to step outside of our comfort zone. You know, we draw a circle around ourselves and we stay there in that comfort zone that says, ooh, this is a good place to be. I don't have to change for anybody. I can just be who I am, my old judgmental self. I can just talk about anybody I want to and blah, 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 blah. But if we're going to make the world a better place, we need to step out of that comfort zone into a place where we can love more. Just simply loving people and pets and other animals, the planet, loving more. That's really all we need to do. Can you do that? Do you think you can? Okay. Now, I've had some experiences in my life that I'm really glad are over, although some of those experiences included the passing of my late husband, the passing of my mom and my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, and the passing of Reverend Evonne, and the passing of Corliss, my dear friend, who I miss so much. But I'm glad that I am past the time of mourning that kind of consumes you at times. That's when the tears fall, that's when the anger comes, that's when the denial comes, and all of that stuff. But you see, those kinds of situations make us move out of our comfort zone because those people are here with us. I didn't ever think my mom and dad would ever die. But they did. And they died the way they wanted to. My dad told my mom on the way home from a square dance one New Year's Eve, he said, when I die, I want to go square dancing. And my mom said, why would you want to mess up a good party? And so my dad did pass at a square dance, reaching for my mom. And he fell to the floor, died with his boots on. So he's good. And that's exactly what he wanted. And Mom died the way she wanted to die, although it was excruciatingly slow for her. And she asked me the day before she passed, she looked at me and she was really angry. And she said, "Why does it take so long for a person to make their transition?" I just loved her. I said, "I don't know, Mom. It's always at the perfect time." But those passings really threw me into a whirlwind of grief and mourning, panic attacks, depression, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what I know now is that as I look back on their lives and how they have connected with me from the third balcony, I feel them around me. I feel them sometimes when I'm feeling down or I'm tired, or I see my dad or I hear my dad while I'm cooking, because my dad was a great cook. So I hear him telling me, "Oh, do this next. Take that out of the oven." And so it's that kind of thing. But what I know is that I have allowed myself to simply love myself through all of those changes in my life. And because I have loved myself through those changes, I have now allowed myself to live in a world that's far better than it was before. Before I loved myself into that. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm inviting all of us to take a moment to think about those people in your life that you love that are no longer here. They might be gone due to a breakup, a divorce, a death. Maybe they've moved away. Those kinds of things can really do a number on us. But if we allow ourselves to love ourselves through it, then we are better off, and we allow ourselves to expand that love that we have for ourselves and for our friends and our family and humanity and all of those people who are doing the work that they are here on earth to do. It's so good. It's so good to live in this way. So this week, your homework is to think of the people in your life that are no longer there. Just think of them and remember them in a way that allows you to see the good, that allows you to see not that they were maybe cantankerous, or maybe a person who was critical, or maybe a person who had too much personality and you couldn't stand them. So what you want to do is think of those people and think of the wonderful qualities that they are. Think of those wonderful qualities. And allow yourself to love them so much that it kind of raises you up off the ground. It's the only way I can say it. And what you're doing is loving as Spirit or God or the energy loves you. You are loving them in that same way. Oh, man, there is nothing like that. And if it's difficult for you to get there, if there is someone in your life that you just are having a problem loving, that's the time to contact one of our licensed practitioners or meet us over here on Sunday after service so that we can do a prayer treatment for you to move past that. Does that sound like a deal? Yeah, of course. And what you're doing then, as you are loving those people, you are loving with the love of the divine. You are created from the image and likeness of God. So was everyone else. And sometimes when you find yourself saying, Wow, there's an interesting expression of God. You can turn it around and say, what a beautiful expression of God. That is remembering. That is giving love. And that makes the world work for everyone. Namaste. I'm so grateful for people who remind me of things that I need to do. It is time now for our prayer, and I'm inviting the practitioners to join me in consciousness for this. And those of you who are online, I am inviting you to step into this prayerful place with us. So we just take a moment to recognize that there is only one life. That one life is God. It is the divine. It is perfection. It is peace. It is all there is. It is that wholeness. It is love. And that presence of God, that presence of the divine, is everywhere throughout the universe. It stretches from here to infinity and back again. It is immense and perfect, and we are a part of it. It has created us, and we are that part of God, and God is within us. It is who we are. And so in this unity, I speak my word for this center. I know that this center is the oneness of the divine expressing itself through all of us as we express love for this center, for each other, and out into the community as we express our love for all of those in our community. I know that as we move forward as a Center for Spiritual Living, I know that we are blessed, and everything in our spiritual community is blessed with increase in love, increase in all of those who come to our center for their spiritual nourishment. I give thanks for all of us and all that we do. And I expand this word out into the community, knowing that this church is as a beacon of light out into the community. It is a beacon of light that brings love and peace and understanding to all people in this community. I bless other churches in this community and beyond. I bless all of the mosques and the synagogues and all of the earth-based belief system. I bless them all because we are all on the same path to the same God. I know on this day that every family member of every person who has passed in service to this country are surrounded in a beautiful light of not only protection, but a beautiful light of unconditional love. And so I know that these people are blessed by the fact that they know that their loved one is well and happy and doing what needs to be done in that next dimension. And they are surrounded in that love that has created them and their beloveds. I give thanks for all of this. I give thanks for each one of us here this morning. I give thanks for the world that is operating more succinctly and more beautifully and more peacefully. I give thanks for all of it. And in my gratitude, I release these words into the law of God, into that divine mind that always says yes. I release it, I let it be, and we can say together, and so it is. And amen.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss. The gift to realize that everything
All
is a
that
gift.
I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. Grateful for it.
You're the blessings every time I try to count. You're the lessons that I learn every time I turn around. You're the water when I'm burned every time I think I found everything I'm looking for. You're the sign saying stop to take a bow and keep moving forward and start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart aligned in purpose. Everything will feel gorgeous.
All that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Every day I sit and pray cause what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I give back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan. But there's a million things that I can be grateful for.
So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far. All that I am, all that I see,
Everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.
Yes. Yes, everything is a gift, and we can be grateful for it all. We have come to the time for our joyful giving. You can give at our website at cslbeaumont.org. Scroll down and hit the donate button. Or you can do my favorite way of giving, which is text GIVE to 951-420-6909. If you give online or if you don't have a gift to give today, just bless the offering plate as it comes by. As our ushers come forward, we're going to repeat our abundance affirmation together. I give and receive freely and generously with an open heart and an open mind. The universe responds to me in kind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is.
Thank you, God, for everything. 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 Thank you, God, for
Everything. Whew. Yes. We are about to end our service. I know that there is some food in the kitchen, so when when we're done here, we can go back to Carter Hall and share some food with each other. At 11:15 or so, we will have Ask the Minister. It's right in here in the sanctuary. If you have a question to ask, please bring it to that circle. Or if you just want to listen to what's going on in Ask the Minister, you are welcome to attend. We'll be sitting in a circle right here. Also, for the Meditation is More Than You Think class, it starts next Saturday. So this is the last week that you can sign up for it. And if you want to take the class or if you have any questions about the class, please do let me know. But it's going to be a nice deep look into meditation, how to do it, and the different kinds of meditation there are, which includes mindfulness. Yes, sir.
And if you don't happen to be here but want to sign up for it, please give our office a call. If nobody answers, leave a message. We will check the messages on, Tuesday and Wednesday?
Yes.
And then we'll put your name down. Thank you.
The class begins at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, 9 to noon. So we're going to be discussing the time and the day of class once we get in there. So that first Saturday, next Saturday, we'll be discussing all of that stuff. So I think that's all I had to say, except that next Sunday at Neil's graduation ceremony, I have been asked to present him as a graduate. I am so honored to do that. And so I need to be there early because all of the ministers gather to put on their robes and garments and stuff. And so I need to be there by 3:30, and that's why I'm leaving at 1:30. I do have one rider in my car now, but if you are skinny and want to sit in the middle and the back, you can. But my car holds comfortably 4 passengers, including the driver. So, all right, let's stand up. And if you want to join us in a circle, you may. If you would like to stay in the center seated, you may do that. And we are going to hold hands in our circle. And if you'd like to do that, we welcome you to join us. And the words are up on the screen.
Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand. I'm gonna stand up for joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
I invite you to place your hands over your heart if you like to, and repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called love. I think it. I feel it. I know it. I am it. I am blessed. And all is well. And so it is.
Read the holy word and consecrate the holy bread. Everyone would kneel and bow.